Josh George here. College football predictions on a Monday, or on a Sunday. Starting with the Iowa and Iowa State. Look, this game is super intriguing. Big rivalry game. Iowa only won 7-3 against an FCS opponent, but they lead this series 46-22. So all signs point to the Hawkeyes getting it done against a young Iowa State team. Virginia Tech and Boston College, both teams coming off losses where they were seemingly upset. Look, the real key to this game is Phil Jurkush, however you say the Boston College quarterback name. He's got to perform better on 3rd and 4th down. And then Brett Pray for Virginia Tech, getting the schemes in better. So I've got Virginia Tech. I think they get the scheme right. I feel like all it was a scheme issue, and I think this offense gets rolling a little bit more in week 2. Now, Louisville, and look, this is a Friday game. Louisville has a bad taste in their mouth after losing to Syracuse. Central Florida will have a bad taste in their mouth from just the way this game got away last year. And it's quite the quarterback battle. Look, Plumlee didn't underperform at all. He kind of hit expectations, and Cunningham's not that bad. And then Evans for Louisville, running back X Factor right there. I expect to see high-flying offenses in this one. And UCF gets it done at home. Now, OSU and Arizona State. Interesting game for me. The Cowboys allowed 22 points in the 4th quarter. Mostly backups, though, in there. Starting lineup for Derek Mason looked really good on defense. Seemed to ebb and flow. But the real matchup is Kyle Sewell for Arizona State at linebacker versus Spencer Sanders at Oklahoma State. Who will get the better of whom? And it's just a gut. It's just a gut instinct. I think Arizona State, I feel like they're more prone to win this game. Like if it's gonna be one of those games that's lost instead of won, I feel like it's one of those games that's gonna be lost. And I feel like OSU might be prone to lose it instead of have that game-winning drive. So Vanderbilt and Wake Forest. Look, this game is intriguing. Don't get it wrong. In the 247 talent composite, Wake Forest ranks 68 and Vanderbilt ranks 61. So there you go. Two defensive coordinators kind of on the come up, so to speak. Nick Howell and Brady Lambert. Look, I think Lambert for Wake Forest is a little bit better. So I've got Wake Forest finding a way to get it done. Michigan and Hawaii. Look, Hawaii's talked about how they didn't really prepare for Vanderbilt. They want Michigan. They've got the trick plays and things. They're going to be ready to go. They're going to give them a go. And, of course, Michigan's still kind of doing their quarterback carousel, trying to find who the starter's going to be. Harbaugh hasn't settled. So it could be a close game for a little while, but of course eventually Michigan will pull away and find a way to get the W. Really intriguing game. BYU and Baylor. Look, BYU is a really good team, returns a lot of talent. Like I say, one of the only teams to return a quarterback, a head coach, and the two coordinators from last season. But when push comes to shove with this one, Blake Shapen is a guy, quarterback for Baylor, named in the offseason. Him and Jeff Grimes and Dave Aranda are a coaching combination that I think is really good. I think they end up finding a way to beat the experience of BYU, and they get it done. Now, look, Kentucky and Georgia, really interesting matchup. Don't get it twisted. It's Kentucky beat them last year, even though Florida leads the series 53-19. Florida coming off that high of beating Utah. Could start out slow. Mike Stoops could have something that takes advantage of it. But this offense for Florida, Rob Safe, the pro and the movement that I saw, the pre-snap, throw in a little bit of tempo, and this offense could be really, really humming. Florida's OC could be a head coach somewhere next year. I've got him winning this game big. At least pulling away in the third or fourth. Look, the Pac-12, Washington State and Wisconsin. I've picked one Pac-12 team. The Pac-12 was 0-2 against the Power 5 last week. So there's a big statement. And, of course, Wisconsin, we all know, if we don't yet, they've got two running backs. Allen's their lead back. He's the big bruiser of a back. Got a lot of speed with him, too. Wisconsin gets the win here. Tennessee and Pitt. Look, Pitt needed a comeback. They needed an offensive late drive and then a pick six to win last week. Of course, they beat Tennessee last season, and the big question mark is Tim Banks and the defense for Tennessee. They showed me something last week. I think they get the win against Pittsburgh. Alabama and Texas. Alabama will probably cover in this game, despite great play from Quinn Ewers and this fast-paced offense. But having the best two players in the country in Bryce Young and, of course, in Anderson on defense gives you national title hopes. Of course, being Alabama gives you that. But, and it could turn ugly. The crowd is going to have to play a huge factor for Texas to keep it close, make Alabama nervous. That might give Texas a chance to win the game, but we don't predict on chances. We predict on what we think. So I've got Alabama winning the football game. I'm Josh George. This is my college football week 2 prediction.